Armand, how long is Miss U?
25 foot, 2 inches.
How did you determine that length?
Gold cup rules.
What about the material that has gone into the makeup of this boat?
She's spruce, mahogany, fir, and some birch, duraluminum and magnesium, also some phosphor bronze anchor fast nails.
And this all weighs how much?
I hope the whole boat, complete, will weigh 1,250 pounds, less the driver.
Including engine, though?
Yes, sir.
Speaking of that engine, what will she be powered by?
Ranger 441 cubic inch inline engine. It's air-cooled.
What sort of speed do you think Miss U will be capable of?
Well, with that 400 horsepower, I hope to make around 145 miles an hour. That's my hope with the right propeller combination.
When do you think you'll first have her in the water?
About 3 weeks from now. I'm keeping my fingers crossed, yes.
Let's break down the boat and take a look at the various component factors that go to make up this unusually designed boat and why you did this. Let's take the tail design first of all. Why this tail design for the Miss U?
This horizontal stabilizer is to give lateral as well as longitudinal stability to the boat and stop it from back flipping and front flipping.
Now, where did you get this basic principle?
Well, it's an old aerodynamic principle that's been used for years, and I just applied it to hydroplanes.
Have you ever used any sort of a smaller design so that you know that what you have here might be basically sound?
Yes, I made models. I spent about 18 months building not wind tunnel models, but actual running models, running free on the water with gasoline-powered engines.
I presume they were successful?
Very wonderful, yes.
Let's take a look at the engine well of Miss U and see what's going to be happening up there with the engine and the gearbox and the rest of it.
Fine.
What will be located in this part of the boat?
The end of the engine comes right here, and a starter is located right there.
Now, what about this particular part of the boat?
Well, from here forward, in this section here, is the engine itself, and a gas tank here and a gas tank there.
How much gas will it hold?
About 33 gallons.
Enough for the 90 miles, eh?
Hope so, yeah.
What about the twin shafts?
Well, those propeller shafts are contra-rotating to eliminate all propeller torque and prop crawl, which is a big boogaboo in the straightaway. The prop crawl is bad on the turns. It has one tendency of pulling your stern around and actually helps you in the turn, but again, it helps you spin out, too. So
And what you have here should cure that.
Yes, I hope to.
Let's go a little further forward on your boat and ask you why you have the design that you do and also what will be fitted in the various sections that we have here. What about this section?
This is a gearbox section here, and
then next?
This is the reserve oil tank. That has a hole through the oil tank that air comes through a scoop here, down through and into the face of the gearbox.
Now, why the pointed design?
Well, it's lower frontal area, lower frontal resistance, and this sweep here is to get a smoother flow onto the bottom of the boat.
Speaking of the bottom of the boat, let's go to the bottom of the boat and take a look at your design down there in Miss U. Armand, this thing that you're leaning against, I presume it isn't a wing.
No, sir.
What is it?
I call this a spontoon or sponson.
And what is it used for?
That's for lateral stability in the straightaway, and then in a turn, when you make the bank turn, this keeps you from banking over too far in the turn.
What is this material that you have on here?
This is spruce inside framework. It has a fir and mahogany plywood on the outside. Then it's covered with fiberglass. Then metal goes over the edge right here.
Now let's take a look at the underside of the boat. What is this in here, and did you make it yourself?
Oh, yes. This here is a strut. I made that up, a special strut to take the two propellers. That's one integral part made of 5 pieces. That's 4130 aircraft steel. Has the conventional micarta bearings.
Now what about your props?
Well, I have one Italian propeller, and I'm having it duplicated in a cast propeller in left hand, and I'm kind of leery of cast propeller, so I'll have to make my first runs kind of
easy.
Not very fast, yeah.
What about the dimension of the propeller?
I have this one set as 10-inch diameter and 16 pitch.
And then do you intend to have a 3-bladed prop maybe?
Yes, I want to try three-bladed propellers in 10-inch pitch by 10 diameter and 18 pitch.
All right, I think we've taken a look at the boat and its various component factors. I think that the man to talk to next is the man who underwrites the sponsorship of this boat with a great deal of help from various people here in the University District, right?
That's right, Wally Reed.
All right, let's talk to Wally right now.
Fine.
Wally, what's your position with this organization as far as sponsorship is concerned?
Well, I represent, say, 550 boosters.
Well, now, how did you happen to become involved in this deal with Armin Swenson?
Well, a bunch of us found out in the district that Armin was building this boat right in our district over on Roosevelt Way.
Are you taking donations for the boat?
You bet we are. We've taken in about $2,500.
And what is your particular goal?
We're shooting for 5,000.
Does that mean that just the people in the University District are eligible, or could anybody donate?
Oh, anybody. The more the merrier. We have donations. We've had over 50 people in Canada send in money. We've gotten donations from Detroit, from California. Detroit.
Man, that's something different. All right, now what's it? Do they get anything to indicate that they're a shareholder?
Yes, we have a very nice shareholder card. It is autographed by Armin. Each card's autographed by Armin.
Mm-hmm.
And it puts the name and how many shares. It's just a souvenir.
And what are you selling those shares for?
$1 a share, and I happen to have a few extra ones in case you're interested.
I don't think I'll get out of here tonight without having put a share in the boat. There's no doubt about that. I want to congratulate you and your group on the tremendous job that you're doing. What organization are you connected with here in the University?
Well, I'm with the University Printing Company, and we have a paper called the University District Herald. You know, a newspaper.
Yeah, works out a good combination. The paper and television and radio, and
right.
In that way,
you're absolutely right.
Racing. Fine. I want to talk to the crew chief, and I want to talk to Del Fanning, who is the driver of Miss U. And let's do that right now. Thank you very much, Wally. This is the gearbox of the Miss University District. And immediately to the left of the gearbox, we have the propeller and also the rudder of the brand new design by Armin Swenson. And this is the engine. It has fuel injection. It's the first time, I believe, that fuel injection has been used in a boat of marine design. And standing immediately to my right is the man who is crew chief for the Miss University District, and behind him, the crew that he has working for them. Marshal McCann, how long have you been with Armin Swenson?
Well, I've had a real pleasure of serving an apprenticeship under Armin for the last 15 years.
And what do you do when you aren't all wrapped up in Miss U?
Well, I work for one of the leading contractors, who was my dad, Bert McCann, A.W. Johnson Company.
How many crew members do you have all told?
We have a real versatile crew of 6 men, 2 right hands, each one of them.
Sounds like a pretty versatile crew. Marshal, I'd like to have you introduce your crew members, if you would. You don't have all of them here, do you?
No, there are 2 that are missing, and I have a real pleasure to introduce these fellows. I'd like you to meet Bill Gamble, Dick Sloniker, my brother Bruce McCann, and Jerry Sorm and Al Comstock had a few engagements to take care of tonight.
And so they'll have to work double time. And
That's
who's the man way down in the end?
There's a guy that's going to really punch it. That's Del Fanning.
The driver?
That's right.
Want to go over and talk to him right now. Del, nice to see you. Wish you the very best of luck with the Miss U. Have you ever driven something with fuel injection in it before?
Oh, lots of times, Bill. I have one in my race car.
But nothing on water?
Nothing on water, fuel injection.
What does an engine like that do with fuel injection? What is its working characteristic?
Well, the way I have this motor set up, it gives you about twice the output as an ordinary motor.
Have you ever had an opportunity to take a ride in a boat at high speed on water?
Not too high, no.
Mm-hmm. What do you think the first reaction will be when you're out there in Miss U all by yourself, punching it along, as Marsh says?
Well, I think it'll be about the same as everybody else. It's hard telling what'll happen.
In your racing career, have you raced both on dirt and on asphalt?
Oh, yes.
Well, what's the difference in sensation as far as you, the driver, are concerned?
Well, I think as far as the driver, I think blacktop, it's 2/3 the car, and on dirt, it's 2/3 the driver.
And you sort of slide around a little bit on dirt, too.
That's right.
You'll slide around a little bit on water, too. Del, I want to wish you and Armin and the rest of the crew of Miss University District the very best of luck. It's a wonderful advancement and a brand new design. So to the Miss U and a wonderful experiment to Armin and to Del Fanning and the rest of the crew, the best of luck in future unlimited hydroplane races.
Thanks,
Thank
Bill.
you very much, gentlemen.